Good girl. Mark. Barley. Barley. Sit. Sit. Out. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Heel. Sit. Good girl. Go back. Sit. Sit. Good girl. Out. Girl. No, good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Sit. Good girl. Dead. Right, what are we doing? Good girl. Come on, get on. Get on. What are we doing? Okay, left and right. She was one, I think, last week. Not that that matters. Good girl. In you come. Good girl. Dead. Dead. Good girl. She was one last week. Not that that even matters because we never train for age. We train for ability, interest, enthusiasm, confidence, experience, and all of that kind of stuff. Sit. Good. So, the very common thing, or the way to start off with direction training, is sit the dog up like so against something hard. A hedge, a wall, a truck, a fence, whatever you want to call it. Sit the dog up there so the dog is looking at us. We'll throw a dummy to the left, a dummy to the right, our right, okay? Then what we do is when the dog looks at us, we'll send it in that direction. Always send the dog for not the last time to hit the floor. That is the freshest in the dog's mind and in the dog's memory, so it'll instinctively want to go and get the last thing that it's seen move. What we want to do is encourage trust and encourage a bond by getting the dog to trust us by, no, I don't want you to go there, I want you to go there, and you'll find your prize at the end of the path, okay? 101 ways of doing it, but this is just one. Another way of doing it is obviously, as you've just seen there, introducing some movement. Okay, so we send a dummy out that's marked, we cast the dog away. Stop the dog, okay, and then as the dog looks at us, we then throw one left or throw one right, doesn't matter, and then cast it out. So what we're doing is we're introducing the stop sit whistle. If you acknowledge it and look at me, your prize will come. You've just got to go down the path that I'm directing you to go to. Now, don't over-egg the omelette on this, good girl. Don't do it too much because you're going to promote or start to instill a dog that runs out to a certain distance, anticipates the stop whistle, preempts the stop whistle, and then just stops, turns around and looks at you and goes, okay, what do you want me to do? All right? So do not overdo this, but it's a good revisionary way, or, you know, a good revising technique just to remind the dog, if you stop on that whistle and you look at me, positivity is coming. Your prize, your reward is coming, but you've got to stop and look at me before you get it. If you don't stop and look at me, you don't get it. It's as simple as that. Now, with this one, this is not an excuse. This is no by means an excuse. We work with what we've got. Every single dog is different. Every single dog has its own pluses, minuses, strengths, weaknesses, etc., etc. You get the point. But with her, she struggles to focus. She struggles to hold that concentration, good girl, and she struggles to hold that focus. So what you saw there was her acknowledging the stop whistle. Oh, that means I've got to stand still or sit and, right, okay. But she hasn't in her little mind pieced together the fact that she needs to look at me to then continue the game. She needs to look at me to then allow me to help her out by giving her a direction so that she wins and gets the prize at the end of that direction. Okay, what you saw there was she knew where the bird or the rabbit in this case had landed. She stopped because she knew she had to stop because she's got that bit, but she was looking at where the bird is. She's looking at where the drop of the shot is instead of actually turning round to look at me. So we're in the process now of relying on our patience to wait for her to look at us. Okay, so what we need to do is just do nothing. So if she goes out, she stops and continues to stare and look at where she thinks the retrieve is, my job is just to do nothing, just to stand there and wait. Because in 3 seconds or 30 seconds or 30 minutes, she will turn around and look at me. That's then when I can give her the direction or give her the handling of the way that I want her to go. Okay. Then once she's got that, she'll start piecing together the pieces of, right, stop, okay, I've got to do one extra thing, and that's turn around and look at Dad, because he's trying to help me, he's trying to show me where the bird or the retrieve or the rabbit or whatever it is. Another thing as well that we're looking at is what she, bless her heart, what she does is she's so good in some ways, but so bad, not bad, but so inexperienced is better in other ways, all right? She loves to stick her nose in the air and just wander around in her own little thoughts. And if she's sitting there, she'll go, oh, what's that over there? What's that over there? What's that over there? So when I go down and start to give her a little bit of handling and start to work her and give her a job, and the arm goes out, right, there it is, go back. She's too busy licking my ear, sucking the side of my face and wondering on what's going on in my collar somewhere, okay? Oh, very, very funny. All of this stuff is completely normal stuff, okay? And what you have to do is work with the abilities or the lack of ability or the experience and the lack of experience of the dog that is in front of you, okay? I'm not too concerned about it, all right? She's still a baby. And I know that the weaker traits that she's showing at the moment are completely normal. And that all of these weaker traits fall under the umbrella of her still being a puppy, her still thinking that she can chew grass because she's bored, she's getting distracted because I'm talking too much rubbish. Ain't you, mate? Good.